Hey everybody, it's your favorite Empress Samantha here, and oh my goodness, I'm just exhausted from the negativity that is on the internet and the social media platforms, including YouTube. So, in just a span of about 2 or 3 minutes, I've heard two disturbing things from two different women, black women. And it really could be any race, but they just happen to be black. So the first one was trying to explain why you need to get married before you have a child. Okay, that's interesting. It kind of cliche, like it's such an obvious thing that everyone says. But people don't realize like I'm a product of someone who got married to my father and he still was a deadbeat. He still turned out to be a whole deadbeat. Like a whole abusive ass deadbeat. And I'm going to speak nicely because he's dead. So, yeah, I'm going to try not to be too ugly about that. But he put hands on my mom, and so she had to leave him. So I don't know. I think because of that, like, I just see things from such a different perspective. Like, use good judgment. I don't know. Like, don't have a child with somebody that you feel is going to leave. Because, like, at the end of the day, 144. At the end of the day, like, anyone can leave. They can be married to you and completely fucking leave. Like, completely fucking leave. And just, like, have nothing to do with you and the baby. So, people, like, promoting marriage and telling you to get is bullshit. It's bullshit. It just is. The reason why I don't like people forcing women to get married, or men for that matter, I mean, a lot of times those unions can be abusive. People don't talk about that side of it. And you be stuck in some bullshit because, like, people put so much pressure on people having to be married to, like, have children that you'll stay in some fuck shit to, like, not be judged. Fuck your judgments. So, like, my oldest son, his father we were in the military when we met. He was married, but they were separated. And we got together and we were so in love, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, like, okay, he's married. He was, like, wanting a child with me. So I thought he was going to be a good father. He ended up being a deadbeat to my son and his other kids with his ex-wife. And even tried to not claim his last daughter with his wife. Because I became friends with her. So she found me online on MySpace. This is 100 years ago, y'all. Because my son is like 18 now. But she hired a private detective because she was like a private investigator because she was trying to get divorced from him so she could get remarried to this other guy. And he was like dragging out the divorce because when you're in the military, you get like a lot of benefits for being married and having dependents. You get like way more money for like having a spouse. But he wasn't like sending any money to her. He wasn't taking care of them at all. He was beating her ass. Highly, highly abusive. He never laid a hand on me. That's nothing I'm proud of. But I was really young when I met him too. He was like 7 years older than me, so clearly was not a good choice for me to pick. But I was young. But he didn't treat her any better than me. If anything, he treated her worse. He treated her worse. And my dad was like, at first when I got pregnant, he was just like mad at me because I did not get married first. Here comes that fuck shit marriage again. Fuck marriage. Because I had this little beautiful boy, 444, and instead of my dad like just trusting my judgment as to why I was not about to marry this clown, because he did propose. He was acting like he was gonna get a divorce, I guess, and marry me. No, I'm not doing it. No, I don't want you, but I love my son. I love the fuck out of my son. So yeah. And he was like a deadbeat. He turned out to be a whole deadbeat. And that's to his other children too. She told me like he's never around them either. He was actually in the same state. No, he was in the same city as them, and he didn't come see them. So stop lying. Stop lying to women, everyone, please. Stop pretending that marriage is the fucking end all, because it's not. Not only do we see so many celebrity marriages be a hot fucking abusive ass mess, but don't pretend that your life, every fucking marriage around you is a fairy tale. That's really getting old. It's really fucking getting old. I'm sick of it. Because you can put something on social media, like a post, and the comments just, it's like a fire went through the fucking comment section of people talking about stories of like the abuse their grandmother went through, their mother went through, their aunties, like people who were married to these sorry ass dudes who would go and like have a whole baby on them, a whole family on them, just leave them and go have a whole other family somewhere. Fuck the dumb shit. Like I'm so over the judgmental politics. Why the fuck do you care if I'm married or not? Stop lying to women. Stop shaming them into marriage. I'm over it. You know what you should be telling women? Okay, this is the real advice. You can't control a grown-ass person. Let's keep it a buck. You cannot control a grown-ass person. You cannot. Abso-fucking-lutely not. I don't care how much money you have, because Beyonce's husband cheated on her. I don't care what you looking like, Halle Berry. I don't give a fuck. Halle Berry was married to that white dude, Gabriel. What was his name? Gabriel Aubrey or some shit. Like, she's paying alimony to him now. Ew. Like, so is Mary J. Blige. I'm just like, off the top of my head, I can name like so many men who are getting alimony because these women married they dumbass. I'm not fucking doing it. Marriage is not the fucking end all. Stop lying to these women. Stop it. Stop it. It's just another way to shame women into like oppression. You're oppressing us. Allow women to have fucking choice. And the real advice I'm going to give women, because I keep it real, and I'm not here to like look a certain way that the matrix of society wants me to fucking look. When you want to have a baby, ladies, fuck the husband bullshit, because you can't control another grown person. Men are a dime a dozen. They're a rolling stone. They come and go like a ship in the goddamn night. A lot of kids grow up, they don't even know who the fuck their dad is, whether he was married to their mother or not, okay? A lot of them grew up one street over and their dad had a whole other fucking family, act like they didn't even fucking exist, and they were married to their mother. Just stop it. Stop it. You fucking lying bitches. Stop lying to these women. I'm so done. Because you're putting this added pressure on these women, and they're like not having children because they feel like, oh, I can't find a husband. Fuck marriage. Fuck marriage. It is man-made, some man-made bullshit. Nothing is divine. Nothing about it is divine. Nothing. Most of these people's marriages are open. They fucking everything that moves except their spouse. Getting girl. Look at Derek Jackson. How you sitting here giving all this advice to women about relationships? A lot of women didn't even know he was married. Is that something to be proud of? Is that the honor that women are fucking standing in line for? That's honor? My husband is community hoe? I'm sharing dick with everybody and their mama like, what's so special about him again? Ladies, wake the fuck up. Stop giving men all your power. Have a child with somebody that you feel is going to be there. Because whether you marry him or not, he can fucking leave. Just cover your ass. CYA. Get his social, whatever. So if his ass leave, like, you have something to go, like, file child support. Because I'm going to tell you right now, some women, like my mother was married to my father, my bio dad. She didn't even fucking get child support. She didn't get alimony. And here's the worst kept secret. Most women won't get it, whether they're married or the fuck not. This is going to be the Keep It Real channel. I'm not going to feed you no dumb fucking fairy tale bullshit, because everybody's telling you the same goddamn thing and it's not true. 50% of marriages fucking end. Marriage is on the decline. Men don't even want to fucking get married. Women don't want to get married. What, you just going to stop having kids? It's just so dumb. It's just so fucking dumb. Like, no matter what, you can still end up like struggling. If anything, you can make your life worse. Attaching yourself to some sorry ass fuckwit, like my mother, my bio dad that my mom married, he didn't have no goddamn job. He was abusive. He was messing up her whole damn life. And he came from a quote unquote good family. So fuck everyone who's like, oh, she should have picked him. No, fuck you, bitch. First of all, I don't say shit about my mother. Second of all, she did pick damn better, because how the fuck is she supposed to know? How about you just be a good goddamn person and not be a whole asshole? He was lying about everything. Pretending he was going to school when he wasn't. She didn't even know where he was at. Probably cheating on her. This sorry ass. I'm sorry. I don't care. I'm just tired of women lying. I'm not going to sit by and hear this bullshit any the fuck more. Stop pretending that marriage is the fucking end all. Stop pretending that you getting married saved the fucking day. Stop lying. Women be getting married and they be in a goddamn nightmare horror show, and they don't talk about it. They don't talk about it. And you can say, oh, well, you're just bitter. No, bitch. I was married. I'm not one of them females that's like never been fuck marriage. Like, okay, and I was married once. Honestly, if I want to be married now, I could be. I don't give a fuck about no marriage, because I want to be happy. I want to be authentic. I want my children to see a healthy mom. Healthy, happy mother. I've never been happy in my entire fucking life. Like, I'm so thrilled right now. I'm in such a good place. And I ain't think about nan bit of man. Not one motherfucking man. Men are not the goddamn prize, ladies. Get your head in the Bible. You want to be so fucking religious or whatever and follow the Bible when you pick and choose and want to, and you want to a la carte the Bible. Go read the Bible and find out what God says about a man finding a wife. Not a wife finding a husband. Stop being some desperate ass fucking hoe ass bitches. God, y'all so goddamn pressed. It's disgusting. Y'all look so stupid. You look dumb. This girl was talking. She didn't even make no fucking sense. For one, she looked like she was like 10 years old. Bitch, what do you know about life? The fuck do you know about life? Sitting there sitting your ass on TikTok giving some shitty advice. What the fuck do you know about life? You literally are just regurgitating what every motherfucking pick me ever said. You're not dropping no real goddamn nuggets. Get married before you have a baby. People have been saying that since the beginning of fucking time, and women are miserable as fuck behind it. Miserable as fuck. You know what women are guaranteed to deal with if they get married? Getting cheated on. Their husband's going to get bored with them. That's what men do. They get so bored so easily, and they're going to cheat on you. Don't pretend like you don't know. You know how many married guys have tried to talk to me, have actually talked to me? I had a baby with one of them. Marriage is not a prize. It's not a badge of honor. He's not the prize. Stop putting him up on a goddamn pedestal. God said don't have idolatry for anyone but me. Stop worshiping these dusty ass males running around here thinking they God's gift and treating y'all like shit because of it. Because they can. Because you're so desperate to look a certain way to everybody. Go within, not without. You disgust me. You lying bitches who are out here lying to these women and pretending like marriage is going to save the fucking day. You're a bitch. You are a bitch. Because you're the reason that women are in these marriages. suffering from depression, dealing with abuse, all kinds of bullshit. All kinds of bullshit because they're too scared to leave and look a certain way or disappoint people. Because that's all y'all play in their head over and over and over. You gotta get a husband. Fuck a husband. Fuck them. So fucking done. It's 2023. Like, y'all ain't fucking figure out another way to raise kids by now? God damn. Like, everything has evolved except marriage. Except relationships. Y'all don't even know how to fucking find a good partner. You ain't even no good partner. Because you don't even love yourself. How you gonna love anybody else? And he sure as hell don't love you. Jesus Christ. All these divorces everywhere. Fucking hard-headed, knuckle-headed ass bitches. Like, there are so many divorces happening on a regular basis. Like, all the time. These marriages are so fucking raggedy. These people have money and they can't get their shit together. You think a broke-ass dude about to be fucking faithful to you? You think you're that special? This is what I tell women. If you know you're going to be a good mother and you make a good living, have your goddamn baby. Don't let no guy stop you from that, from motherhood, from having your child. There's white women who will go out and get IVF for the quickness and just not even have a father for the kid because it's like, what the fuck? You ain't about to keep me from motherhood. Shit, I wanted a baby since I was like 5. Like, you are not keeping me from that experience. Fuck you. God gave me some reproductive organs. I'm going to use them. He told us to come on this planet, be fruitful and multiply. That's what the fuck I'm going to do. Guess who wasn't married in the Garden of Eden? Adam and Eve. You seen them get married? Because I didn't. And he told them to go forth and be fruitful. Go forth and multiply. Here's the secret, females. I'm going to call you females because I'm so goddamn sick of this shit. I'm about to lose it. Here's the secret. If a man wants to be there for his child, he's going to be there for his child, whether you got a ring on your finger or not. If a woman wants to be there for her child, she's going to be there for her child, whether she got a ring on her finger or not. It comes down to the character of that person. Not a piece of paper. Not a little ring on your little finger. It ain't coming down to none of that. It comes down to who is that person as an individual. Are they a good person or not? Do they love themselves enough to love their child? To love the fuck out of their child? Because I know I love myself way too much to be abandoned. Anything that look like me, I'm not doing it. Child, bye. Make sure you have the money to raise your child, women. Because whether you're married or not, your husband can leave you high the fuck and dry. They do it all the time. And some of them hit you up for damn money. If you're doing well in your life and you're making like 6 figures plus whatever, because we know nowadays I ain't going too far, it's 100,000. But anyways, if you're making good money, your husband might walk away with half of your damn paycheck after cheating on you every damn day and beating you. He might walk away with all your goddamn money. You gotta pay him alimony. See, y'all. Whew, Lord Jesus, God, help me, God, because I'm tired. I'm too awake for this. I'm too woke for this. Yes, temperance. Yeah. I'm so passionate about this because I see women making these mistakes every day. I could say 2 words, Wendy Williams. I'm going to make a whole goddamn list of women who were just abused the fuck out of the world. Wendy Williams. Married to this narcissistic asshole. They have a kid together. So she did the quote unquote right thing. She got married. Had a kid with a dude. This dude had a baby on her during their marriage. Left her for the mistress. Wendy is losing her fucking mind. She literally is having a whole goddamn mental breakdown. She dealing with gout. I don't even know what that is. But she dealing with that. Her feet all swelled up. She dealing with so many health issues because of this asshole she married that y'all told her to marry. Y'all told her to marry that. It was the end all, right? You told her to marry that piece of shit. And you know what that piece of shit recently has done to her? He told her to pay for his house that he lives in with the woman he cheated on her with and the baby he had with this mistress while he was married to Wendy Williams. I'm just... I have so many stories I can give y'all. I want y'all to give me a bunch of stories of marriages that are just so fucking wonderful. Please do. Please give me stories of like all these married couples that are just living their best life. Like they're just blissfully, perfectly happy. Like for real happy. Not fake fucking social media happy, but like real happy. Like not an open marriage, not cheating on me marriage, not he had a baby outside our marriage, but we pretending like he didn't. None of that bullshit. None of that lying ass, inauthentic bullshit. Name me couples, married couples that are actually happy. They're not abusive towards each other. They're not cheating on each other. They're not having outside kids with other people. They're not paying palimony to their husbands if they had to divorce because he cheated on her and called her the N-word or whatever Halle Berry said. Name the couples of the husbands that didn't leave his wife and the kids and just dipped the fuck out and went for cigarettes, never came back. Where are these couples that everybody's telling us to go have? Where are they? Where are they? I can't think of any on top of my head. So please, 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 name me a couple, and I promise you I can tell you all their goddamn dirt. Because I'm psychic. I can figure it out. I can find it. As a high priestess, I can find their trash. I can find the mistress. I can find the bitch that they not claiming, the baby. I can find the secret lover, the secret checks going off to the secret lover, the outside. I can find all of it. I can find the abuse. But y'all so worried about getting that prize, right? You so fucking pressed and desperate with your desperate, self-hating ass. You just so goddamn desperate. That's why I put on Twitter. Stop being fucking desperate. Signed, the universe. Let God bring you your husband. You fucking desperate bitch. Like, go love yourself and be whole by yourself. And then let the universe, let God bring you your husband. Stop being thirsty and desperate. Stop having a drought session and dying of thirst. You some thirsty bitches, and what you doing is setting yourself up, and all these other women that you talking to on TikTok, because you act like you know what you're talking about. You like 12 years old. You're setting these females up for a lifetime of misery. Y'all have not learned yet, but the Bible didn't say that the men were the prize. He said for a man to find a wife is a good thing. Secondly, in the 3D, because let's be real, most of y'all ain't fucking religious at all. You haven't been in a church in 50 fucking years, but you want to quote the Bible and live by the Bible when it pick and choose. Child, fuck you and bye. Second of all, like I told you, Adam and Eve weren't married. Now what? Those are the first people God made. He didn't say go have one kid or go get married. He said go be fruitful and multiple. Fuck each other's brains out and have as many babies as you can have. That's basically what he said. Dummies. You desperate, thirsty bitches. So fucking pressed. So pressed. Be whole by yourself, thirsty bitches. Drink a lot of water so you ain't got to be in a drought. Because you wait on a man to give you some water, you're going to be thirsty. You're going to stay thirsty because he giving water to everybody. I don't know too many men who are good men. I don't know really any. I don't know too many. I know a few. It's like a handful. But child by there's like so many credentials. Like, yeah, you're cool, but then it's like, do I want to be married to you though? Because that's a whole other story. Nah, I'm good. You have to use discernment, ladies, in picking your partner. Try your best. Like if he has other kids, see how he is with the other kids. It's hard, I admit. They're so shitty. Like, you shouldn't have to be a detective to pick a partner, but that's what it is. And date them for a little while. You know, date them longer than 2 minutes. 555, but that don't matter either because they can switch up on you at any time. They always do. So I'm not putting it on the women. I'm not saying like, oh, you're just not to be held accountable at all, but fuck. You got the army putting people in there that don't know that they crazy. I mean, shit. Here's a tip. Why not just raise good people? Raise good sons to be real good men who can be good husbands. Raise good daughters to be real good women, children, and people so they can grow up to be good wives. I knew this woman, she made so much money. She was single, no kids, no nothing. In the government, so she getting a steady petty check. And she's sitting there crying and heeing and whining and hawing because she don't have a baby. Her desperate ass went and got this raggedy, stinking ass dude. I think he was a cop. And she was tall. She was like a big, tall woman. She got this little guy. He was short. So he was not healed. Napoleon complex. Just feeling inferior to her most likely. Because she got the bag. She has her own money. She has the height. She got it all. Like Megan Thee Stallion. And he just like she was doing all the wifely duties. I'm seeing my birthday and everywhere. She was doing all the wifely duties. She was cooking for him, fucking him, doing everything, cleaning everything. Giving him all the benefits without a ring. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. I promise you, she probably still don't have no kids. She probably old and decrepit and mad because she still don't have no children. Women get a small window, ladies, so you think about that shit real hard. What you shouldn't do is hitch yourself to a man for your life planning. Just know at any time this shit could go tits up, and what are we going to do if it does? That's how you need to come into it. Like with a level head. Not this fairy tale bullshit, because trust me, you will be let down. Like y'all on TikTok too much. You on social media too much. You looking at people who pretend their lives are great. And a lot of them are being abused behind closed doors. 28. I've seen a few of those videos in 28 again. And they're so disturbing. Because you'll see these women posting all these pictures. A lot of times the more pictures and videos they're posting of their family, the worse it is. That's my experience that I've discovered. They call them what? Wife guys? It's so bad they made a name for them. Like these are guys who literally make a following. They get attention for advertising their little cookie cutter family. And behind closed doors, they are fucking everything that moves except their wife. How do you even do that? How sadistic is that? Like, you're just like smiling, your wife is smiling, sitting next to you, y'all, oh, we're at the beach, or we went for a jog, and then the scandal breaks, and it's like he been sleeping with prostitutes, he been sleeping with everything, transvestites, whatever. He been doing it all. And the guys like this, they're not even like, oh, I just had like one affair or maybe a one night stand. No. That shit is fucking sadistic as fuck. That's what you're telling women to run and go get married to. Because I highly doubt his wife, when she got married to him, Like, did the right little good girl thing and got herself a husband. And had her two kids. I highly doubt she knew she was going to be getting with a psycho who's going to be screwing everything, like Tiger Woods. I mean, the names they can just roll off my tongue. There's so many. There's so many. I'm sick of even thinking about these raggedy ass dudes. I don't even want them having holding space in my forehead, in my head, rent free. That's how unvaluable they are to me. That's how disgusting they are to me. I don't want them in my head at all. They are predators, selfish, narcissistic, psychopaths, sociopaths, you name it. They are it. They abuse their power, ladies. Stop setting women up for failure. Get your ducks in a row, women, and pick what you think is a good partner. You know, try your best and hope for the best. Because I'm telling you now, it's probably not going to work. But even if your relationship doesn't work with your kid's father or partner, take it how it resonates. Like, even if it doesn't work, try to pick someone you know at least is still going to want to be a parent. Who actually likes kids, who loves his kids. Like, maybe he has a kid already or whatever. Like, try to pick someone who you know deep down. Like, even if we didn't work, because marriages they break up all the time. They're just really hard to keep together. We're in America. Nobody values marriage or any of that shit. People only use marriage as a status symbol. So they can look down on others. Like, I'm married. Fuck you, marriage. You're a fucking raggedy ass marriage. I can tell all your damn secrets. Your marriage is raggedy too. But you can fall in love, whatever. But pay attention to him. If he has kids already, pay attention to what he does with them. Like the first guy, States, he was in Europe. It was a whole cliche. It was a whole stereotype. We fell in love, had a baby, blah, 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 blah. So I didn't know really what kind of parent he'll be. The next guy I got with, I married him. So we had our child. And he was a good person. He's still a good person. So I did that right. Cookies for me. But it didn't work. It didn't work. So we got a divorce. And then I ended up with another guy who ended up being a whole narcissist. But I didn't know that at the time. I didn't even know what a narcissist was. But when I met him, he had his child with him. He was taking care of his son. And I was so impressed. Like, wow. I'd never seen that before. Like, you're like, was really involved with his son to the point where he was keeping him. The mother was somewhere. She was around. I don't know what she was doing, but he had him because I guess he felt like the mom wasn't doing a good enough job. And so he got involved. Those are the kind of things you want to look at, ladies. Not a wedding ring, okay? Stop trying to attach yourself to everything like you're so fucking desperate. God made you by yourself. Please learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. Stop being some desperate noogie. I cannot stand pick-me's. They are the worst kind of They're like, pick-me's are like narcissists. They're like right underneath narcissists, if not on the same level as them. I hate pick-me's. They will betray you. They will cut your throat. They will do whatever they got to do to get a man next to them. They just so goddamn desperate. It's disgusting. They'll do anything. I've seen them do some stupid shit just to keep a man around. And that's why men are so sorry, because they know somebody is going to do whatever I want, because everyone heavily promotes marriage. So everyone's doing his PR for him. He ain't got to do nothing else. Just show up, dusty as hell. Maybe have a job right for a minute, then he get married and his son, he don't got no job anymore. That's the story I can tell you about. But he was a great father. He had his son. He was involved. He put him in private school. He was overly protective of him, very involved in his education, everything. I saw that, and I knew he's going to be a great father. So we were engaged to get married, but then he became abusive, so I was like, nah, I want to be married to him. But he loves the fuck out of his kids. We have our 3 beautiful boys together. And he's so involved. He makes sure they have what they need money wise. He gets them on the weekends. Like, he just loves them to death. We didn't marry a second ever. He'd been around for when by the time I had the twins, we were living together. But he basically was with me the whole time. As dumb as his silly stuff was treating me, he was there. He didn't run off nowhere. Was he getting on my fucking nerves? Yes, he was. But he stayed around for his child. You got to look at things like that. Is he a devoted parent? Don't worry about whether he gonna marry you or not, because you don't fucking matter. You don't fucking matter. You're not his blood. You're not his dependent. You're not his baby. Your grown ass should not be relying on him at that level. And even if you are, that's your problem, because if he wants to up and leave you high and dry, he will. So you need to look at how they treat the children in their lives. Like, of course, you want to make sure he's treating you well, but how does he get on with kids? Like, does he even like kids? Do you even see him around kids? Does he have any kids already that he's taking care of? Or is he just ignoring the ones he already has? Take note of that, ladies. Jesus Christ. So, like, if he... it's just so exhausting. So, if he is like... Let me try to figure out how I'm going to put this, because I'm really just tired of this conversation, this topic. If he is like... a deadbeat to his other kids, like, he could be married, because my younger kid's father, he was married before, so was I, so that's why we weren't really jumping. I wasn't ready to jump into marriage again, because I know how I can get down. So he probably did it. Marriage doesn't work, but look at how he feels for a child that is, especially, I just saw him already, 726, is his blood child, his biological child. So if he has any kids, see how he treats those kids that's already here. Make sure he's not neglecting them. Don't think for a minute, you stupid bitches, because you're out there. Don't think for a minute that he's going to treat your kid better. Don't do it. I hate that too. You're gross. You're gross. Don't be like getting a raggedy ass, ghetto, rank ass victory because he's treating your child better than just, ugh. No. This is a baby. These are babies. So that's a shallow ass victory. Like, you shouldn't be happy that if he does. Okay, let's say if. But you shouldn't be happy that he's neglecting the other child, but at least he's taking care of our kid. Ew. You desperate bitches. Gross. He's mistreating your child's sibling. That's what you're proud of. I'll vomit. 38, 38, and 38. So if he has children and he's not seeing them or nothing, please don't marry this dude. Please stop being desperate Nancy. And oh gosh, I just can't say it enough. Please just stop. Just stop. I know it's an unpopular opinion, because we've been brainwashed our whole lives and marriage is the end all and God is the prize. But just remember, whenever you like lose your mind about marriage, you kind of see yourself slipping back into the matrix. Like, remember that Adam and Eve were never married. The first people God put on this planet, they weren't married. He didn't marry anybody. You know what marriage is in the 5D? Is you commit to this person next to you and y'all are just rocking together. You're doing shit together. You're married. And honestly, if you really look at religion, because I went to marital counseling through our church that we were going to at the time. If you're having any kind of relationship with somebody, like, they basically don't consider you married, like, especially if you have kids or something like that. To them, in their eyes, you're married. That's your husband. Fuck your piece of paper, government. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, I don't remember that piece of paper being in the Bible anywhere. Like, the government being all up in your business. Like, I don't remember that being in the Bible. So even if there were people who had spouses, and of course, as y'all saw, a lot of them had spouses. They had a whole lot of spouses. They were polygamous as fuck. These men didn't just have one wife. They had like 20 wives. Even in the Bible, they couldn't keep it in their pants. Jeez Louise. They're just running loose and rampant. When people have their rose-colored glasses on, they want to see what they want to see, and then they wonder why it's just not working out for them, because you're lying to yourself. You're not going within. You're not listening to the divine and the source. You're not listening. You're just not listening. Y'all hear what you want to hear. You don't look. You want to stick your fucking head in the sand. And honestly, I would say that's okay if you could get your ass off TikTok and stop lying to other women. That's when I get angry. Because you're a liar. That girl couldn't even explain what the fuck she was trying to say with a straight face, because you know you're lying through your teeth. So like, yes, I'm eating ice cream with a fork. That should say enough right there. Dumbass. You don't eat ice cream with a fork. And usually I don't name call, but y'all just, oof. I'm so sick of everybody to my, man, shit. Okay, let me explain. I'm having like a bit of an awakening, and I'm realizing my higher purpose, and it's to teach people about what true love is, unconditional love. Marriage is on the chopping block in my book. Anybody talking to me about marriage, I will slap them. 41, 41, 41. I don't even know if I just... Shit, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tired, y'all. 41, 41. I'm going to clean this up, because I know I had to clean it up to say the message, because everyone's going to cry. So I'm cussing too much. Get over yourselves. Just listen to the message. Don't worry about the messenger or how it's given. Just listen to the goddamn message, because that's how you miss everything. Because sometimes it's going to come in like this because people are sick of saying it. There's not enough people saying it, and the ones that are there, they're tired of talking about it. They're tired of talking about marriage, just like I am. 4222. If I'm tired of it, or somebody else is too, 4224 and 42. Like, it's 1242. If I'm tired of talking about marriage, I promise you there's like a whole group of people, millions of people who will stand with me on this. Because everybody's sick of marriage. Stop pushing that bullshit out on us. We're all sick of it. We're sick of it. So marriage is on the decline. Because women don't want to. We're not rushing to get married. We're not rushing to get married. We know now that men are assholes, and that's why. Because you may not have been... I know for me, I couldn't put my finger on like why I wasn't rushing to get married down the aisle, but I just knew it was something. So thank you everyone for listening in. I probably will start a podcast soon so that I can have more of these true life talks, just about topics like this for ladies, divine feminines. I'm tired of seeing people getting hurt. I'm tired of people being lied to. The veil is lifted. It's over. It's 2023. It's time to bring truth to power and just stop allowing, abusers and assholes to win. And as long as we continue to push these narratives out here that really aren't working for women or, divine feminines, we will continue to be setting them up for failure and a lifetime of misery and abuse. And Wendy Williams and Halle Berry and all the ladies that's paying alimony, like, what the fuck is going on? And these are just like things I don't think people are really talking about. People aren't talking about the truth about marriage. I don't know if it's because the truth hurts or what, but I feel like just like the church and religion is on the decline, I feel like marriage is on the decline. And I am psychic, so I can feel this shift happening. People have been walked away from the church because they realized it was a scam. Why does the pastor have like 3 mansions and his whole congregation put together can't even get one house that's nice in a nice neighborhood? I used to go to this church. It was beautiful, Alpha Street in Alexandria, Virginia. And it was gorgeous. Everybody that went there was bougie as fuck, had money. But the people that lived around there, they were like in poverty. I'm like, how do you have this really beautiful church sitting smack dab in the middle of the ghetto, and you call yourself a church, you call yourself being there for the people, but you don't even go out on you don't do shit for them, and nobody wants your fucking charity either. Create jobs, create a grocery store so they can get good, healthy food. Create opportunities for them to buy homes so they can be homeowners and not be on Section 8 or whatever. I just didn't see enough of that happening. So why the fuck am I still sitting in your church giving you tithes and offering every Sunday? I'm not going to do it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's time for the balance to come. It started like in 2020 and it's still here. And this year is a big year for transformation and catalytic movements to happen. It's time. It's been time. It is so. God is sick of it. I'm sick of it. Divine beings are sick of it. We're tired of watching people suffer who are innocent and watching the assholes win. I'm so over it. So yes, I will be getting triggered when I see some female or some male, whoever, trying to uphold the old guard, the old way of doing things. It's not working. And you sound like a broken record saying some stupid shit that like nothing, it hasn't been working all this time. That's why marriage is on a decline right now. And you still see a female on TikTok talking about women get married before you have children. Why? Why? Name a marriage that's been so fucking wonderful. I don't see them. And I don't see the fucking benefit either of getting married. Because even when you cohabit, like, the guy could still leave you. Hello? Husbands leave all the fucking time. That little ring on your finger and that piece of paper at the courthouse don't mean shit. In a way, women have been, like, making gains when it comes to, like, making money and being successful financially and acquiring assets, because we now have rights where we can own property now. We're not our husband's property. Like, we've been making such huge gains, like, including starting our own businesses. Why would you tell a woman to get married to something that is not very reliable? They have not proven themselves to be a reliable investment. Yes, I'm looking at it as a business deal because that's how everyone looks at it. It's just a business. It's like an institution. Like that's what it is. It's a fucking corporation. And if I had to invest my money into men, I would not. I would be concerned that I'm not going to get a good return on my investment, because a lot of them will, act like they have their shit together, and then time you get married to them, suddenly they don't have a job. And now you're paying all the bills and you're stressed out and you're hating him. And he knows exactly what he's doing. Because like I told you, my sister's soon to be ex-husband or whatever the hell, he talking to his friends and they're talking about like him getting alimony and shit. Like, what the fuck? No, I don't. No. You were the abuser. Like, why are you getting a dime from my sister? You guys keep playing these games with these narcissistic psychos and keep thinking that it's a game. It's really not. So I'm going to be on here speaking my truth. I can't sit here and try to sing a fairy tale. I can't do it. No, not in full honesty, not in being a sacred divine being. Like, I just cannot. I can't be silent. And I can't pretend that marriage is a prize. It's not. I'm a stay-at-home mother. I have 5 boys. I do not have to work. I set up my own life to live the life I want to live. You better manifest and love yourself and put yourself on a whole different path. Now, I'm grateful that my parents raised my sister and me to rely on ourselves first and foremost. They never said like don't get married or anything like that, but they knew that marriage is a toss-up. I told you my story with my mom and my bio dad who abandoned us. So, hello, it may or may not work. They wanted to make sure their daughters could take care of ourselves and their grandchildren, and we can and we do every single day. Stop lying to women. Stop making women feel like they have to stop, they have to wait to have a baby before, like, for marriage. No, absolutely not. What you need to wait for is to make sure your money's on point and your bank account's got a good amount of money in it. You got a good job, a stable job or whatever, and have your child. You deserve it. We're good. We're like really good people for the most part. Women are amazing. I'm saying for the most part because pick-me's are, there's a whole special place in hell for them. But women, you know, and divine feminines, you know, my girls that are not girls, my gays, we're just, our hearts are so big and beautiful, and we deserve to be happy. And that's why I'm here, to bring that happiness to you and to explain to you that there's another way to do this, and it's okay to do it that way. You don't have to be a fucking walking stereotype cliche. You don't have to put yourself in a fucking box. You don't have to follow the status quo. You don't have to be a robot or a clone of what everyone else is doing. Because what happens when you copy everyone else, you're going to get the same results. And it's not going to be a good one. It's not going to be a good one. When you think about the life you want, get around people who are living in the life you want. That's my advice to you all. Really get around and spend a lot of time with people who are living the life you want. So if you find a woman who's happily married, hey, more power to you. Not that I can say that that's going to mean your marriage is going to be great, but at least you can like be in that energy. But don't be like seeing nothing but failed marriages and then trying to run a TikTok and promote marriage because you're so desperate to get a ring. Child, bye. Men are everywhere for marriage. They are so ready to get married after a certain age, especially when they gotten old and things don't work like they used to. Now they suddenly need a nurse and, and a cook and a maid, and now they're running to the chapel to get married. And it's so funny because I feel like when men are finally finished sowing their wild oats and trying to get married to somebody, women are like over it, because we only want to get married to have children. Once you already see you can raise your children successfully without a man, like, why would I put myself in that prison? Why? Men are hateful. They're mean. I don't see a lot of men treating women well. I just don't. Y'all can say what you want to. I'm just being realistic. I don't see men treating women well like that. Anywhere. My mom complains her husband never takes her out on dates. My dad was abusive. My stepdad. My bio dad was abusive. My mother's been through hell. And I'm her daughter having to watch this. My aunt, abusive relationship. My other aunt, she finds out her husband is gay. It just, I can only, like, every time I think of it, try to find a decent couple, like, I can only think of, like, one couple that is, like, marriage goals, possibly. But, like, majority of them, no. I'm not jealous of any of them. I know all their secrets, and I'm just like, no. I don't want your crap. And a lot of people just want marriage for status. You're so fucking shallow. I hate people like that, too. The shallow crap is ending. It's time to be authentic. It's time to be deep and have some depth to you. Some depth. DEPTH to yourself. Stop being a little shallow bitch. Like, don't just get married so you can put shit on Instagram and pretend your life is great. It's not worth it. Think about your future babies if you don't have any yet. They deserve happy mommy. So you're basically with this clown just so you can post pictures on Facebook or whatever because you're looking at other people's stuff. Get off of social media. It's fake as fuck. It's fake as fuck. Like, people who are really living great lives, like, they don't really even post shit. I've told you guys that before. We don't really post things because a lot of times because people are not going to believe you. And it's just, to me, it's just my everyday life. But people may think you're bragging, but it's like, this is just my life. And I really don't feel like sharing my beautiful life with people. This is mine. I want to keep it to myself. I don't like everybody, like my soul tribe is on Twitter, so I love kind of sharing with them because we have definitely have a connection, but I definitely think a few times over, like, do I share this? Like, I don't know. Should I share this? So I think about it. But that's how happy people are. Miserable as people, they just post and 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 try to pretend like, look how wonderful my life is. It's like, who are you trying to convince, yourself or everybody else or both? Because nobody's buying it. Actually, some people are buying it. People who are just like so dumb. They're just like looking, oh, I want that too. It's fake, honey. How many stories are going to have to come out about wife guys and, people posting all these pictures? It's like people's minds are just turned off. They're not even putting two and two together at all. They're so fucking shallow. All they want to do is see the fairy tale and the rose-colored version of things. And you doing that is going to get your feelings hurt. And like I said before, that's fine if you want to put your head in the sand and pretend like marriage is something that is not. But don't get on no TikTok or no social media and let me catch you running your mouth, acting like marriage is a prize. It's not. I will embarrass you. The only reason I didn't put that one girl's video up here in the front is because I couldn't find it. I might be sharing the other girls though, but I'm not sure if it was really relevant. But between that first girl with eating ice cream with a fork and then the other girl saying something, yeah, I might be adding, like if you see it, that's what's happening. I added the videos. Because I'm just like, you're not going to sit on here and lie through your teeth. Because the reality is you really don't have to tell people that. That's the cliche. That's the status quo. Everybody expects to get married before they have children. You're a pick-me. The fact that you felt you needed to promote this shit, you're a fucking pick-me. I don't care. You're a pick-me. I literally just watched domestic violence video TikTok because I was going to put some of them in this video to show like what women really go through aside from those pretty pictures you see. And I just cried. I couldn't even do it. I was just triggered. I know too many women who've been abused. So no, your bullshit lies, it's not going to pass me. If I see it, it's done. I'm making a video and I'm going to embarrass you. Enough is enough. It's 2023. It's time for the truth to come to power. And it's time for divine beings to speak out and speak your truth. Even if your voice shakes, which mine is not. But speak your truth. Do not have any fucking shame in your game. Do you, boo. And God loves you. He knows who you are. So don't worry about what people think. You're a divine being for a reason. God rocks with you. Okay, so I love you all. I'm about to close this video out finally. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. This is, again, it's Empress Samantha signing off. Peace.